Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 65, 65, 65. 6, go on.
Check four. Shit, watch the shit.
Watch the safety creep. Slam.
49, check 49, check
2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Switch gears.
Look at me. Door.
Check 43. Safe. 36. Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pick it up, G. Rush in. Go out.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
Watch that.
Check three.
Slam.
Running right, here's Falk.
It's right, fellas. It's right.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch the shift. Pilot, 64, weak. Under 10, to go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant. Shoot.
Under. Rock it.
Check.
Bam.
Shoot. Check 90.
Get it.
They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Look, squeeze.
Jam.
Hard. 5.
Now a handoff looking right. The 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Kill. Check 26. Check 26. Now.
And again this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Sam off. He's coming. We got double up. Defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check 56. Cover. Check. Ready?
They'll start here with Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. 56. March 56. Watch the out. Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Haynes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Protein spill. Watch safety creep.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Leo.
Now a give right side. It's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. Again with a juke. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now a give left side to Falk. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. 7-7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start.
Line 6. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You're out. Watch the twins. Check 3. Check that.
Here's Jackson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Hey, Haywood.
56. Mike.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
2nd and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Nickel. Check 52. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Greystone travel.
Check Mike 6. Mike 6.
Smooth.
Kill.
Fair.
Kill.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 6. You can't block.
2nd and 14. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Jet bomber.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Let's go, defense. Go. Hey, here we go. 56 to Mike. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Now! Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2. No?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ready. 50, plant. Look at me. Go. Let's go. 25.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
16.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I'm here.
Look at me. Zipper.
45. 45. Mike, 45.
Be careful. Be careful.
Back to throw here. From the left side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70. Indy. For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. 80 weapons. Wrong football. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. General West. There.
Check. Check. Check.
On the ball. Let's go.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
Mike 6. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch the pass. Hey, Zeus. Look, squeeze.
Here we go. Slam.
Second and 13. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Free bud. Watch the shit.
Topper.
They'll run it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 31, check 31. Kill. Check 26, check 26. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Look at me. Go. He's coming. We got double up. Switch. Check. Hey. Check Mike 6. They gonna need some therapy after this. Be careful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Let's get it.
7-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Watch the whip. Pick the edge. Go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. You're out. Double up. He's coming, double up. He's checking. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
What we got? Check. 61, matchbox lights. Time go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, check 24.
They'll run again with Jackson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23.
Let's go. Start.
Now they try the right side here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Bravo.
Check Mike 6. Crunch time, defense.
Squeeze.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, Delta. Hard.
Check three.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get this. Come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes practiced all week without me. This one.
So for the Bucs, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to